Hey everybody, Davey here from Davey's World Fishing. Today I'm going to show you how to tie the dropper loop. Alright, well, tying the dropper loop is fairly simple. You're going to have yourself a nice long leader, unless you're fishing, of course, straight monofilament all the way down from your reel down to the bottom. But if you're fishing braid with a leader, this is what it's going to be looking like. You're going to have a nice long piece of mono or fluorocarbon line. It just depends how far up from the bottom you'd like your dropper loop. That's where we're going to tie it. I'm going to do it here about 2 feet up from the bottom. So at that point, I'm going to take about 1.5 feet, 18 to 20 inches of line, and I'm going to make a big loop, just a regular standard loop. And then what I'm going to do is space my fingers about 6 inches apart, and then I'm going to start wrapping that single line over the double line. And I'll use my mouth for this. Okay, so right there was 7 wraps. Then you're going to take in the middle there your double line, and you want to make a little bit of a loop. Sometimes it's a little bit difficult depending on how much line you left yourself, but you want to open that up. Then you're going to take that single line and you're going to pass it on through there. Once you have it through the middle, grab it with your mouth, then you're going to pull it tight on both hands. There you go. All you do is you slowly cinch it, and you are all set with your dropper loop. Now that dropper loop, it's got an even knot on the top and on the bottom, and it cinches together right over the single line, and that leaves you a nice big loop. So those were the steps to tie a dropper loop. It's fairly simple, and of course, depending on where you're at in the country or your coastline, you can tie 1 hook, you can tie multiple hooks. Here in Southern California, you're allowed to fish 2 hooks, so you can actually do a double dropper loop. As I mentioned just a second ago, you can do your 1 loop, and then you can start a second loop right up above it, and keep your feet up, you keep your baits a foot or so apart, or longer if you want. So the general premise there is you have your bait up above and you have your weight down below. So as that's dragging along, your weight is down below and your fish is freely swimming, your bait is freely swimming or floating right up above it. The other option, which you can do, and what we do in Southern California here, is we will take the hook off. I'll actually attach my torpedo weight to the loop, and then I'll put my hook on the very bottom. That way, as it's pulling along, the bait down here is going to be up at top. When I'll do that is I'll do that for halibut fishing. Halibut are going to be staying on the bottom, and as they see that fish come by, they're going to run up and ambush it. That keeps that bait just a little bit higher and more freely swimming around if you're fishing live bait. I hope you pulled something out of this. The dropper loop is very effective. I know they use it all around the country, but I do appreciate y'all checking in. Do me a favor, hit that like button down below and subscribe to Davey's World Fishing up in that right-hand corner. We'll see you on the water.